Welcome to Lecture 3 Depth First Search of Unit 2 Graph of the subject Advanced Data Structure of Second Year Computer Engineering. So in last two lectures we discussed definition and terminology, graph representation, that is matrix and representation, and in this lecture we are going to discuss graph traversals, that is depth first. DFS is a depth first traversal on graph G, V, E, which is a set of V and E. Now this DFS version which we will be using is a recursive version, and it maintains one global array G as an adjacency matrix. So that is n cross n matrix, where n is the number of vertices, and it also maintains visited array for n nodes to mark whether the node has been visited during the DFS traversals. The 0 indicates that vertex is not visited and 1 indicates that vertex is visited. This version, being a recursive version, maintains a system stack for internally maintaining the stack frames required for backtracking and exploring all unvisited alternate paths from a given node. Now it has simple two steps. In first step, we'll mark all node as visited, all visited node as 0 to show that none of the node is visited, that is unvisited. So now procedure DFS starts. So we'll start with some initial vertex V. So for any given vertex V, which is a starting vertex. So as we have already started with V, we will mark that entry V as 1, and for all the nodes adjacent to V, those we'll assume those nodes as W. So all W's which are adjacent to V. So for each of these adjacent vertex, we'll see that whether that vertex has not yet been visited, and if not visited, then we'll recursively call a DFS for that new vertex. So this way, this algorithm will keep traversing deeper and deeper using a recursive DFS. So we'll see the practical execution in the next slide. Now here, for say a given undirected graph G having vertices 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is shown over here. So this is the graph. Our algorithm will work in following steps. So here we assume that our visited array is array V. So instead of visited, we'll be using V, abbreviated name. So here we are having all the vertices unvisited initially. So all entries are marked as 0. So for vertex 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, all are unvisited. So assume that we have started with this vertex 0 as the initial vertex. So as soon as we give a call to DFS with starting vertex 0, so that algorithm will mark that node as visited, as we have already explored this node, and will push all the nodes adjacent to 0 on the system stack. So it will push on the stack all the nodes. So these nodes can be pushed either in the order 1, 2, 3 or 3 to 1. So as we are here using this order, that is 3 to 1, so stack will be having the item 3, on top of it 2, and on top of that 1. So our topmost item is 1. So with this, it will start now exploring the topmost vertex. So it will now start exploring the first adjacent vertex of the initial node 0. Now here our next adjacent vertex, that is W, is 1. Now our U was 0 and W is 1. So we'll start exploring the first adjacent vertex of 0 as it it is the topmost item. So as soon as we start exploring that, so there is call to DFS w equal to 1, so that again that vertex is marked as visited here, as you see, and all the node adjacent to 1 are now explored. Now node adjacent to 1 are 0 now, but 0 is already explored. Node adjacent to 1 is 2, which is not yet explored, so that is processed because 2 is already on the stack, so that is processed. So here a next call given to DFS, recursive DFS, is with adjacent node 2. Now as the topmost item is 2, so with this 2, algorithm will start exploring the next branch of the graph. So here, as we have already done with 2, so that 2 is popped, and whatever node is adjacent to 2, that is pushed, but only those nodes which are not yet processed. So for 2 there are 3 adjacent nodes, 0, 1 and 4. So of that 3 nodes, 0, node 0 and node 1 is already marked as visited, so including node 2, which is processed and marked as visited. The only node which is not yet visited is 4, so that is pushed onto the stack, and 2 is popped. So this way we have up till now. So now the node adjacent to 2 is 4, so that is 4, that is topmost item 4 is taken for the processing. So there is again the recursive call with adjacent node 4, that is call to DFS, and the node adjacent to 4 is the only node which is 2, but 2 is already processed, so there won't be any push operation for this 2. This way node 4 as processed already, so it is marked as 1. So now there is only one node which is not yet processed, is 3. So here again topmost item is 3, so that is taken as the next node to be explored, and once again the DFS recursive call is given with node adjacent node as 3. So up till now we have done 4, and the next node to be explored is 3. Now after that, as you see that 3 has only one adjacent node, that is 0, which is already marked as 1, and as we have processed 3, that will also be marked as 1. So here all the nodes are processed and stack is empty. Soon stack is empty, recursion terminates. So this way we see that we have processed all the nodes. Now coming to the implementation part. So here the C++ code for this DFS algorithm is very straight. So we have a procedure here. Here we have function. So as this function doesn't do anything, so its return type is void. So here we have DFS starting vertex v. So same thing is achieved here with initial vertex I. Now here initially we mark all vertices as unvisited, and whatever initial vertex is chosen for exploration, it is marked as visited. So here we have done the same thing. So we maintain one visited array as the part of the class in which this function is implemented. So this is C++ code. So this function will be obviously put in some class. So there visited of I, starting vertex is marked at 1. So for all the vertices which are adjacent to initial vertex v, that is w. So here that v is I, and all the vertices which are adjacent to I, which are nothing but j. So here you will find that there should be an entry from I to j. So when j is 0 and I is also 0, it is 0 0, it is, then next will be 0 1, then 0 2, 0 3. So this way it will try to consider all the edges which are adjacent to I, and moreover those vertices should not be visited. if such is the case, then there will be a call to the next adjacent vertex J. So this way we have seen the implementation, the simplest way of implementing the algorithm as a C++ code. Now as a concluding remark, uh, so before conclusion, we'll see that here the DFS recursive and non-recursive versions, they both of them have some common things. Like here we have visited uh, as Mark 1, so we start with initial vertex. Here also we have V, and moreover here we are being a recursive version. Here system stack is maintained, but in case of non-recursive version, our own user-defined stack is maintained. So I assume that you know already how to implement a stack class and create one instance of that and push the very first vertex on our own defined stack, and till stack is not empty, then you first pop the topmost item, then you see that that item is now visited. Once that stack item is explode, so it is marked as visited, and as we have already seen that same thing happens over here. So here system stack is used in case of recursion, but in case of non-recursive version our own defined stack is used, and the result we get is the same as your recursive version. So if G is the graph represented as adjacency matrix, then all the algorithms, including this one, with V vertex can be determined. That is, all the adjacent vertices we can determine in big O of n times. So as we are having n vertices, and as we are using adjacency matrix of n cross n, so this version will take a time big O of n square. And if we try to see the sequence of the nodes, so it is 0, 1, 2, 4 and 3. Thank you so much. We'll continue in the next lecture.